about the filter and the bubble that we live in.
Is anyone tweeting any of that? Because that needs to be out there. A lot of the stuff needs to be out there. I'm taking photos and I'll tweet later because I'm so focused on this, but I hope someone is also tweeting along the way.
I'd love to invite Connie up next. So Connie is going to be talking a little bit about a dating algorithm. And Connie is actually transitioning from civil engineering to data science. So if you have data science questions, maybe you can chat to her about that, ask her some questions at the end of the event this evening. Let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello guys, my name is Connie Rodriguez and I'm so excited to be here tonight with all of you. So, for my presentation, I would like everybody to please imagine that we live in a storytelling kingdom and that our job is to help the princess optimize this dating algorithm in order to find Prince Charming. Okay, so let's say that one day we have this princess and she decides to announce to the world that she's dating to look for love. Before we know it, there are 100 people outside the castle waiting for a chance to meet the princess. The princess is a busy person, so she doesn't have the time to date all of them. So, this is how we're going to do it. Let's say that these frogs here are the 100 candidates that are waiting outside the castle, and the number associated with it is going to be the quality. The quality is going to be a ranking. So, in the ranking, the higher the number, the better the quality. So, Prince Charming will effectively have a quality of 100. That's Prince Charming, that's what we want to find. Because this is basically comparing candidates. The princess will need to go on some practice dates. We're going to call that the test group. And then the rest of the candidates are going to be in the select group. But we need to figure out where to draw this line here. So we're going to figure that out. So here's my go. Very briefly, it's actually very short, right? So for every simulation, we are creating a test group and select group, and the candidates are randomized. So the princess has no idea who she's going to date next. We are also saving the test group best as our test group best princess. And then, in this second part, this is modeling the princess behavior. So when she starts dating people from the select group, hopefully she will find someone that is even better than the test group best. If that is the case, she will make her selection and she will stop dating. If that is not the case, then she's going to be like, no thank you, you're not really what I'm looking for. And she's going to continue dating until the first condition is met or she runs out of candidates. Okay. So here we have a histogram representing the frequency of the princess selection. This is for a test group of 50, half the candidates, and across the simulations. We can see that for a little bit less than half the time, the princess decided that she'd rather be alone than be with someone. The princess takes a look at this, and she's not happy with it. That's okay, we're gonna make it better. So, we start looking, we plot the probability of finding Prince Charming versus the size of the test group. But because we can run simulations, let's do it for 10,000 this time. This allows us to see a more clear behavior, and we can see more clearly that the size of the test group should be more or less 38. We can do something similar if we want to optimize the average quality of the selection. In this case, would be a size of 5. So let's put that on a histogram. It's already starting to look a lot better. We have more on this side, that's great. The princess feels a lot more hopeful, and so do we. But we want to give the princess the best advice we can. So we tell her, perhaps we should consider a different strategy. Instead of looking for Prince Charming, how about we look for the top 2, top 3, top 4? Because if we do that, this graph what is showing us here, that if we look for the top 4 candidates, we have a test group size of 35, or average quality that is represented, the lighter the color, the higher the quality. We get a quality of 95. So, let's put that on our histogram. Let's do exactly that. And it looks so much better. Almost everything is on that side. effectively created a model, a dating algorithm, that results in a 95 out of 100 average quality. And the cool thing about all of this is that we didn't need thousands of generations of princesses making these decisions to figure this out. And that's pretty cool about simulation-based optimization programming. So, I know I left a lot of things out, so if you would like to learn more, you can go to my coding GitHub. You can talk to me during the break. And that's all I have for today.
So if we would have known, I mean, I really like all the gifts and all the, the princess here. You had me laughing. So far, we've really seen a range of talks here, right? I don't think anyone would say, oh, that was like that one, right? Like all of them have been very different. One of our goals was to really have that variety, and I'm really personally feeling that we're having that today. Our next speaker is Janelle. Janelle McMillan is Director of Operations at Spark's Personal Growth, and she's also an inspirational speaker. So welcome to you.
Thank you. Hi everyone. I'm very happy to be speaking with all of you this evening. I have a question. Who here has a tattoo? Okay, quite a few of you. I just got my very first tattoo a week and a half ago. I wanted one for as long as I can remember, but there were two things holding me back from actually going and getting it. The first reason, I wanted to be certain that this ink that I was getting embedded into my skin was something I would love just as much the day I got it as I would for the rest of my life. And the second reason was fear. It was the fear of pain. I had imagined that it would feel like 10,000 bee stings, and I'm the girl who runs away when I see a bee. So many people said, Janelle, you have 2 kids, of course you can get a tattoo. But I was like, had I had the option just to skip the delivery process, I would have. My pain tolerance is very low. It wasn't just the fear of pain. It was also the fear of the unknown. I didn't know what it would be like. From actually getting the tattoo to the healing process to just looking at my body every single day and seeing this ink on it. Also, if I'm being honest, I was stuck in my comfort zone. And maybe some of you can relate to this. See, here I was, had everything I needed and wanted, but now I wanted something new, something different, something more. And in order to do it, I had to take a leap of faith into the unknown. Sometimes we just need a gentle push. That gentle push came in the form of my mom. We were driving around town on an adventure, and she said, Janelle, can we go to that tattoo shop I wanted to go to? My mom had also been wanting to get a tattoo. So I said, okay, Mom. As soon as we got in there, she made contact with the tattoo artist right away. His name was Chris. And she said, Janelle, show him that tattoo you want on your phone. Of course, I had it on my phone because I'd wanted it for about a year and a half. I knew where I wanted it on my body. I knew exactly why I wanted it. I just didn't have the courage to get it done yet. So I show him, and then him and my mom started talking all the logistics. How long will this take? How much will it cost? And I'm looking around his shop when all of a sudden he says, do you want to do it right now? My next client doesn't get here for 45 minutes. This will take about 10. I can do it for you right now. See, I thought that the day I would get my first tattoo, I would be so nervous, that my heart would be pounding and my palms would be sweaty, but it wasn't like that. I was very confident in saying, yeah, I do want to get it right now. I did pause for a brief second to call my husband, more of a courtesy conversation just to say, I'm going to come home looking a little different than how I left. As soon as we hung up the phone, I filled out the paperwork, and then I walked over. I sat down and I just reminded myself of what this tattoo meant to me. My thoughts were quickly interrupted by Chris coming over and saying, it's go time. I went in the back, I sat down, and he started. And as quickly as he started, it was over. Full transparency, it was 7 minutes and 49 seconds. It didn't feel like 1,000 bee stings. It felt more like a hot knife that was engraving in my skin. This was followed by about 2 hours of intense sunburn-like feeling. That's how I felt physically. Emotionally, I felt like a badass. I was so proud of myself. So I want to show you my tattoo now. It is the ampersand, most commonly known as the and sign. And to me, what it meant was I could have everything I wanted and more. I could be anything and everything that I wanted to be. I didn't need to label myself. I didn't need to choose just one thought, one emotion, one way of being. I invite all of you to look at your life and think, where are you putting yourself in a box by saying, I can't be this person because I'm already this person. I can't do that because I'm already doing this. Maybe you're a tech-savvy boss, but you want to be a powerhouse singer. Well, you can be both. Maybe you're a stay-at-home mom, but you really want to travel the world. You can do both. Maybe, just maybe, you're an introvert, but you're like, I kind of want to be an extrovert too. You can label yourself as both. For me, personally, it meant that I could be confident and unknowing, that I could be vulnerable and strong, that yes, I was a teen mom, but I could also be an amazing mom, that I could be a supportive, loving wife and an ambitious career woman. Most importantly, it meant that I could love myself wholeheartedly while working on myself every day to be the woman I wanted to be. I encourage all of you to go home tonight and to make the decision to believe in yourself, to believe that you can be anything that you want to be, and to live the rest of your life as the best of your life, with no more boxes and no more labels. Thank you.